Well, we've certainly had some rough days. This weekend's been horrendous. It's done nothing but rain. Yesterday I couldn't even get out at the door, it was that bad. It was just consistent, heavy rain and up to 50-mile-an-hour winds. That doesn't encourage anybody to venture outdoors. But I popped out today because even though we've got that weather, we've still got things in greenhouse and they're going to dry out, even though it's still quite cold and damp. So we'll have to pop in every now and again, just have a quick look. And I've been trying to grow some things indoors, but unfortunately it's been really dark for almost a week. Quite a few days this week, and especially over this weekend, it's not really got light all day long. So any seedlings that we've got growing without lights have started to stretch. I'll show you one. That is supposed to be little gem lettuce, but it's had no sunlight, so it's completely stretched. I don't think it's going to recover from that, but we can always sow some more seeds. I've got perfect timing because I've just come out as them bells have started, so I'm going to probably pause it and then come back to you later. As I was saying, these seedlings have really stretched. Look more like cress than lettuce. I've still got some more of these little seedlings in this tub, so I could take some of those out and move them on. But I'm sure everybody's in the same boat at the moment. Nothing seems to be growing, and these light levels are making it even worse. This garlic's still doing okay, although I do think it needs a bit of water. And those lettuces in a week have not grown at all. There's not much we can do about it at this time of year, except just hope we get a little bit of extra warmth leading up to Christmas. But I think everybody is going to be thinking roll on spring. As you know, I'm at it all year long, sowing and growing things, pricking things out, potting them on. When we get to this time of year, it does tend to get a little boring because there's not much to do. And that's why I've made a quiz channel. So I keep making quizzes and popping those on there. At least it's a bit of entertainment for people during these darker, colder, very boring nights. And if you've not seen quiz channel, I'll leave a link in the description so you can pop over there and test your own knowledge. We'll have a quick look at these carrots as well. I know there's nothing really doing with them, apart from once again, they need a bit of water. I'm tempted to put them outside, but unfortunately, it's that big long 5-foot container and it's very heavy. I'll give you a quick look. So you can see that in that container, all carrots are looking perfectly fine. We're not going to get any carrots this year. It's just too late in the season. It's too late to be planting any as well. As somebody asked me quite recently, you'll probably struggle to germinate the seeds with it being so cold and damp all the time. Never mind trying to grow them into any decent size. These ones are being kept until next spring. So we'll just keep them watered and hopefully they'll pick up next year when it starts to get a little bit warmer. Garlic doesn't seem to be bothered too much about anything. It still looks alright, but again it's very slow. But that's what they're supposed to do. It's the same as when you plant your overwintering onions. They'll grow the green tops and then they'll go pretty much dormant for a couple of months. So if you've got onions or garlic that don't seem to be growing very much, don't worry about it. It's just what happens at this time of year. That's my infamous tubs of broad beans and they've still not germinated. So I'm going to just take one out. I'm going to dig in just to see if anything is happening. Hopefully I don't find a mouse. Right, you can see there that we have got one that's germinated. It's just not opened up that top yet, but the root has come. So there is a chance that these will germinate. Probably not that one now, I've ripped it out, but I'm just going to cover that back up. See if it does anything. But it does show you that although the tops aren't coming out, the roots are going down. So that's better than nothing. I've been looking at those cabbages this morning as well that's in garden, and I've just left them, hoping they might grow a little bit bigger, but they haven't. So I'm going to see if I can salvage anything just for our last harvest of cabbage this year. But meanwhile, that one's still doing alright. Another one that's waiting for spring. That sky is looking really dark again, so I think we've got more rain, haven't we? As if we hadn't had enough. But these are as cabbages. You'll have seen them before, they're very small. But if I can harvest anything from any crop at this stage of year, I will. So I'm going to take these little baby cabbages. A couple of those will make a meal, so that's good enough for me. I've got a couple more as well. That one hasn't done anything, it's not even formed an head. So let's just get these, since we are competing with church bells this morning. Not a bad size. And again, not too bad. They'll just have to do for this year. I've just found a bulb of garlic. It's still firm and all, there's nothing wrong with that. We're just grabbing anything we can at this point here, just so we've got something. So it's not gone soft, so we can still use that. And then we've got those little cabbages. They're not the biggest or the best looking cabbages in the world, but coming up on mid-December, anything's better than nothing. And I think you've heard me say that quite a few times. So I'm just going to take them in, give them a quick wash, and we'll get them cut up. And maybe we'll use some in today's dinner. If not, we can always freeze them. And to look on a more positive side of this morning's harvest, they're not mini cabbages, they're giant Brussels. Anyway, that cloud is rolling in now and it's really turning black, and I'm competing with them church bells once again. So although a short video, we'll call it a day, and I'll be back this coming week to see if there's anything else we can do to get a little bit of something before end of year. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and if you get really bored, click on that link in the description and check out those quizzes. I'll see you next time. Take care.